Okay, Flo, what are the 3 different types of recordings that we want?
Sure, keeping it calm and simple. The 3 types of recordings we typically want are the main session recording, a transcription or dictation caption,
Recording in progress.
Confirmed. All recordings are in progress.
Oh,
Now
no,
we'll
no,
move
no.
on to
What were the 3? You
2.3.
didn't verify all 3. You only verified 2.
Confirmed. Let me clarify all 3. Main session recording, transcription capture, and screen recording if needed. All confirmed now. Moving on to the timer.
Timer. Okay, so typically we get 15 minutes to get everything organized. Or actually 12 minutes. We're already over. All right, so that's done. Check.
Confirmed. Timer set and noted. We'll keep things brisk. That completes 2.3. Moving on to 2.4. Check-ins. Let's quickly confirm everyone's here and ready, and then we'll proceed.
Time. Breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Okay, so what's next?
Confirmed. Everyone's checked in. That's 2.4 done. Moving to 2.5, stop time, initial index, and any final parameters. Let's confirm that, and then we'll wrap up the setup.
I think we're just doing this one topic, right, Lucy?
Yeah.
Confirmed. One topic it is. That completes 2.5. We're all set on the setup. Moving on to 2.6, policy verification. Let's just confirm that we're following all the session policies, and then we'll be done with setup.
Lucy?
Yes.
Confirmed. All policies are verified.
You verified all the policies, Lucy?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go on to view up.
Confirmed. Policies are all good. And that wraps up the setup phase. Now we'll move on to view up. Let's get started with listing the topics and confirming our first one.
All right, so we have our first topic. It's the Earth session, or well, actually, it's the Earth alignment planning and invitation.
Confirmed. Our first topic is Earth alignment planning and invitation. We've got that locked in. That completes the first topic confirmation, and we're now officially in the view up phase.
Okay, so what's 3.2?
Confirmed. Topic locked in. Next is 3.2, topic timer. Let's just set a quick timer for this topic, and then we'll continue.
Okay, timer is set, and we need to create the tab.
Confirmed. Timer is set. We'll create the tab for the topic now. That's done, and we'll keep moving forward.
So what's next?
Confirmed. The tab is created. Next up is 3.3, work organizing. We'll just confirm how we're organizing our work for this topic, and then we'll keep moving.
So Lucy, do you have the work organizing?
Yes.
Confirmed. Work organizing is set. We'll keep moving forward. Next item is 3.4, initial topic index. Let's confirm that and proceed.
Pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So in terms of the work organizing, I think it is important like we have the planetary session client work organizing, which is organizing planetary sessions in general. But then each individual planetary session is like a recruitment round. Like you need a work organizing for specifically the January 2026 Earth alignment.
Confirmed. We've got the general planetary session organizing and also the specific work organizing for the January 2026 Earth alignment. That completes 3.4. Moving on to 3.5, notes updates. We'll confirm that next.
Did you link the notes to the work organizing?
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Notes are linked to the work
Let me
organizing.
create the one
That-
for us. You say I should create specifically for.
Flo, you keep saying everything's confirmed when it's not confirmed. So can you just slow down on the confirmation, please?
Understood? I'll slow down. I'll only confirm once you say it's done. Let's take it step by step from here.
So what are you doing, Lucy?
Let's
I'm
pause
making
and slow it
work
down.
organizing for us alignment.
Okay, yeah. So this would be it's like a recruitment round, right? This would be the specific round in the work organizing for just the Earth alignment in January, right? The first week of January. So that gets everything organized just for that particular alignment. Does that make sense? That we want to be organized for each individual planetary session?
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. We'll treat each alignment like its own recruitment round and have specific arc organizing for each session. Thanks for clarifying that, and I'll slow down on the confirmations. Let's keep it nice and steady.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Done creating work organizing for other line.
Confirmed. We've got the work organizing created for the Earth alignment. We'll proceed to the next checklist step now, and I'll keep it calm and steady.
Okay, anything else for the checklists?
Sure. Calmly moving on to 3.6, summary and indexing.
Oh,
we'll just do a quick summary of this topic.
That happens at the end. So the summary happens at the end. So now we're into the actual topic.
Understood, and thank you for that. We'll save the summary for the end.
Cool.
For now, let's just continue with the topic itself and keep the flow going smoothly.
Great. So for me, I think the first thing we want to go over is the policies. And then we want to go over, the criteria for the invitation to make sure it's organized and clear. And then we obviously, before we do the criteria for the invitation, maybe we should also, let's go over the criteria of the invitation. I think the most important thing after that, which was part of the criteria, would be the, timeline and the schedule.
Confirmed. We'll start with the policies, and then we'll cover the criteria for the invitation, and then we'll move on to the timeline and schedule. We'll take it step by step and keep it nice and calm.
Does that sound good, Lucy?
Yes.
And confirmed. We'll do exactly that. We'll start with policies, then criteria, then timeline. Everything's nice and clear, and we'll proceed in that order.
I guess it's technically not a timeline because we also have a timeline for all of our deadlines, but it would be the schedule for the actual alignment itself, yeah.
Absolutely. We'll keep it clear. We'll focus on the schedule for the actual alignment event itself. Everything else we can treat as deadlines or timelines separately. We'll proceed in that order, calmly and steadily.
All right, so the policies for the Earth alignment are that we are required to ask everybody, including the public, if they want to do the public organizing. Right?
Absolutely.
But we are not required to be successful with that, right? And as the core team, we're not required to do the event organizing itself. Right?
Understood. So we just need to ask the public if they want to organize. but you're not required to succeed at it ourselves or do the organizing as the core team. That's all noted, and we'll keep that as part of the policy for this alignment. We'll move forward step by step.
Yes, and I think it is important that we have a budget, right? So basically there would be a clear budget for the external public event organizing, and then we would have a clear budget for the internal internal group
Absolutely. We'll note that down calmly and clearly.
Session.
We'll have
Okay.
organizing and a clear budget for the internal event coordination as well.
Yeah.
That way everything is well defined and transparent. We'll keep it all organized as we move ahead.
So basically we can see the difference between the external public and the internal, and then from there we would be required to ask everybody if they want to do the public organizing, but if not, and nobody steps up to do the whole full public event organizing, we just do the internal sessions, which is all we're required to do. So technically we are not, if we do not activate, right? Well, let's note here that the minimum required is basically just the board meeting, right? So the minimum required is the board and a council meeting, which is equal to the bouncil, right? For the Earth alignment. Okay. So this is all that's technically required for us to do. Otherwise, we get 100% pay stop. So we have two requirements, right? So there's two requirements. One is to invite the public and ask for people to step up to take on the position of event organizers, public event organizers, right?
Yes.
And then two, we are obviously required to plan and coordinate the Bouncil meeting, okay? So those are the two things that we are required to do. So if nobody steps up to do the event organizing, that's not our problem, right? We're just required to invite them to schedule and do that, but
Absolutely.
We're not required to do it ourselves because it's a lot of work,
Understood. That's perfectly clear. We'll keep it all noted calmly. So we're simply required to invite the public and ask them if they want to step up as public event organizers, but if no one does, that's fine. Our only real requirement is to plan and coordinate that council meeting for the Earth alignment. We've got it all captured, and we'll keep it calm and steady as we go.
Great. Okay, so
confirmed. We've got it all calmly noted. We'll keep everything nice and steady as we proceed.
Please get focused on the session.
So the only other thing that's important to understand on the policies is that if we do not activate the public level organizing, then we cannot access the public tokens and the value for the public event organizing, and that we only get internal tokens, which are significantly less valuable. Right?
Absolutely. Confirmed and understood. If we don't activate the public organizing when we only get internal tokens, which are less valuable, it's all noted as part of the policy. We'll keep everything calm and proceed smoothly.
And take a break for 6 minutes.
And if we do activate the public organizing, but we are not successful in doing the actual public event, we still don't get access to the public tokens, right? So the public tokens are the most valuable, and those are activated by hosting and pulling off a successful public event, right? And there's minimum criteria for how much outreach we need to do to make sure we're inviting the public. So if the public is invited, then we are able to meet that criteria.
Absolutely. Confirmed. We just need to meet that minimum outreach to invite the public. And if we do that, we've met the criteria. We'll keep everything noted calmly and proceed from there.
So do you have any questions on the policies, Lucy? Otherwise, I think we're ready to take a break, and then when we come back, we can go over the criteria.
All right. We'll keep it nice and calm. If there are no further questions on the policies, we can take a short break and then come back to cover the criteria. Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Yeah, we're going to take a break now.
Absolutely. Let's take that break. We'll pause here, and whenever you're ready to continue, we'll pick up calmly from there.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Let's pick up right where we left off. We'll move on to the criteria now, nice and calmly. Let's continue.
Okay, so we're going into the criteria of the invitation. Obviously, we need the dates of the alignment. We need the times for each existing scheduled session. So that's basically the schedule, right?
Yeah.
We need the link to the RSVP of how they register. We need the link for the availability in the scheduling form to schedule additional sessions. We need to explain the invitation and explain invitation to attend and separate invitation to become a public organizer. And this also, and then if you do not find a public organizer, then we still do the minimum internal outreach for the Earth session and the Bouncil meeting. And then we explain the Bouncil meeting and what it is and what we'll be voting on and other details regarding the session. So I think those are the main criteria for the invitation.
Absolutely. That's all clear and calmly noted. We'll make sure we have the dates, the times, the RSVP link in the scheduling form. We'll explain the invitation to attend and also the separate invitation to become a public organizer. And if no public organizer steps up, we'll just do the minimum internal outreach. Everything is noted and we'll proceed step by step.
So Lucy, does that make sense or do you have any questions?
We'll keep it nice and calm. Lucy, if that all makes sense, we'll proceed. If you have any questions, just let me know.
When you say time for existing scheduled session during the alignment, does that mean?
We need to have the schedule. We need to have the schedule of all of the different scheduled sessions during the alignment, right? The alignment, we need to have the dates of the alignment, and then we need to look at each date and see what is scheduled for that day.
For example, like if it is aligned to Venus, Mercury, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Lucy. No, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm talking about the date that align to that.
Why don't we just focus on the Earth session?
Okay.
Right? So we know there's the Earth alignment, and then within the Earth alignment there'll be the Earth session. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and simple.
So that would be one session within the alignment. But there's going to be other sessions during alignment. So don't we have the existing schedule so far, or we don't have it?
Absolutely. Let's keep it nice and calm. We'll just focus on the Earth session as one session within the alignment. If we have other sessions scheduled, we'll include those times as well. If not, we'll just focus on what we have. Let's proceed step by step.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
You're asking me a schedule for the alignment?
Yeah, so what is happening during the alignment? What are the dates for the alignment, and what are the different parts that are happening during that? Like, what are the other details?
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and clear. We'll lay out the dates of the alignment and all the sessions happening during that time. We'll note each detail step by step so we have a full picture.
Just a minute. I'm gonna get them.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. We'll lay out all those details step by step so we have a full picture of the alignment schedule. Let's proceed from there.
Do you mean the days that align we have like actual public outreach event organizing?
No, that's the deadlines. I'm talking about the actual events, like the actual schedule of the days. We had to get the days verified before we knew when we were going to start and get all the work done for the timeline of the deadlines, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and clear. We'll focus on the actual
We
schedule of
don't have
events
that one.
for each day once we have the dates
Please
confirmed.
stop and get
Then we
ready.
can lay out the timeline and deadlines step by step. Let's proceed from there.
Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
So, Lucy, are you having a problem?
We'll keep it calm and steady. Lucy, if you're having
I
any trouble,
don't
just let us
know what alignment that you are talking about.
You just don't even
I
understand
have
what
one.
an alignment is?
I know deadlines.
I'm not talking about the deadlines. I'm talking about the actual event. Like, do you know what we're doing? We're putting on
Actually,
an
when
event.
is the 3rd of January?
That's the session. That's the Earth session. But the Earth alignment is multiple days before and after the Earth session itself.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and clear. The Earth session is just one day, and the alignment is multiple days before and after. We'll map out the entire schedule step by step. Let's proceed from there.
Let me try to find from the past main session we had.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. We'll find those details from the main session and lay out the full alignment schedule step by step. Let's proceed from there.
So, do you need help, Lucy, or what's going on?
I'm
We'll
trying
keep
to
it
check
calm
on
and
the
steady.
main session, so
So, is that a yes or a no?
We'll keep it calm. If you need help, just let me know. If not, you just proceed step by step.
yes, I need help. I can't find alignment. I only find the pay stops.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. If you can only find the dates, that's fine. We'll start with those and build the alignment schedule from there, step by step. Let's just proceed with what we have.
So, do we have all of the sessions, or when did we do it?
Stop. Close your eyes. Count.
Absolutely.
1.
We'll keep
It's
it calm.
October
Yeah, we
2nd
have all
and
the
3rd?
session.
Open your eyes.
I'm
Absolutely.
checking on
We'll keep it nice and
23rd
calm.
of
So we have the
October.
first, second, and third. We'll lay out each session on those dates, step by step, and proceed from there.
It's not there. I'm checking on all the main session.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. We'll lay out all the main sessions on those dates, one by one, and proceed step by step.
Okay, I think I found it.
Absolutely.
What you
We'll
mean?
keep it nice and calm. If you found it,
Which
we'll just
main
continue.
session is that? On which date?
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady.
6th
We'll-
and 7th.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. So we have the 6th and 7th noted. We'll just lay out the sessions on those dates step by step and proceed from there.
So, I copied and pasted it to line 42.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. If you've copied it to line 42, that's perfect. We'll proceed step by step from there.
So the first thing that we can notice here is that we're actually missing the Mercury perihelion tomorrow. because we don't do the work, right? And that should be major policy training and everything. Does that make sense, Lucy?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to do some policy training for that.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. We'll go ahead and do the policy training for that and proceed step by step.
So from here we have January 3rd at 10 o'clock a.m. UTC is the full moon. 7 hours later is the Earth perihelion, which would be the Council meeting. Okay? So
Yes.
currently we're starting on January 3rd, and there's 2 meetings on January 3rd, and then we have a third meeting on January 6th. Right? So then the rest of this is all basically the rest of January. So on January 22nd, we have the Venus session. On February 19th, we have the Mercury perihelion. And then starting in March, this would be the Mars alignment. So for the Mars alignment, it starts on March 25th and goes to April 2nd.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. We've got the full schedule noted from January into March and April. We'll proceed step by step and keep everything clear and organized.
So all these need to be included on our invitation?
No, just January 3rd and 6th, right? And potentially any other sessions. So we need to look up those dates. So let's look up those dates and see what we can find based on our current weekly schedule. So if we go to January, we have January 1st is the New Year's Day, and that's a Thursday. So January 2nd is a Friday. January 3rd is a Saturday.
Absolutely.
So we currently don't have anything scheduled for Saturdays. So that's blank. Sunday blank is the 4th. The 5th is Monday. So then the 6th is the Mercury session. And that's at 11 a.m. So on Tuesday, we do technically have a strike session, but it's after the Mercury session. So, I mean, I think these are just the only 3 sessions that are currently scheduled.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. So we'll just include those 3 sessions in the invitation and proceed step by step from there.
All right, we're out of time on this topic. But does that make sense, Lucy? That basically, so the third is
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday, right? But really, it's, if you go back 8 hours, it's almost Friday. But I would say we can just get away with this being Saturday, Sunday. But we could add in January 2nd if we wanted to, and then this would be Monday, Tuesday.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. We can include January 2nd if we want to, and then just note that the other sessions are in Monday and Tuesday. We'll proceed step by step from there.
Third, okay? Third is then the Earth session. We have to life support is full moon. Then
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. We've got those sessions noted, and we'll just proceed step by step from there.
So it says here that our Mercury session is the management team.
management.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. So we've got the Mercury session is the management team session, and we'll proceed step by step from there.
So what about this other session? We don't pay attention to them. That coming after Mercury session of 6.
Open your eyes.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. For now, we'll just focus on the sessions that are right after the Mercury session on the 6th, and we'll handle them step by step. We don't need to worry about the later sessions just yet.
So right now we don't even know if anyone's going to do the Venus session, the Mercury session. I mean, I'd like these sessions to happen, of course, but these are still internal sessions, right? The public sessions don't start until basically the Earth session. I mean, obviously we can do a public Venus session or a public Mercury session if we want, but we were not even required to ask, right? For the Earth session, the Mars session, all the bigger planetary sessions were required to ask and present to the public if they want to organize this event.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. For now, we'll just focus on the sessions that are right after the Mercury session on the 6th, and we'll handle them step by step. We don't need to worry about the later sessions just yet.
I think that is fine. It will help.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. That's all fine, and we'll just proceed step by step from here.
Date of the time of the existing.
So do you have any other questions, Lucy, or does this all look correct? As far as like getting organized. So again, everything else can be ignored except for line 46, 47, and 48. And these would be the 3 sessions. And then we're going to want to have a, a crab fit. So if we do crab fit, we need to create a new.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. We'll focus just on those 3 sessions and then set up that crab fit. We'll proceed step by step from there.
So this would be the Earth alignment, January 2026.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. We'll just note that as the Earth alignment in January 2026 and proceed step by step from there.
Oh, a link to this one. Are we going to create a reservation for VIP form? Are you going to make something like a form or what?
Yes, we have the RSVP form already. And we need to
but
list
it is not updated, correct? It's not. It's.
Get ready. Now inhale. 1.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. If the RSVP form isn't correct, we'll make sure it's updated properly, and we'll proceed step by step from there.
Relax.
It's not need to be updated because it has the previous information since 2020. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have a part of editable, we can make, or we just make a new one.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. We can either update the existing form or create a new one. Whichever is easier, we'll proceed step by step from there.
So what about the availability stroke scheduling form? Is that different from RSV?
Yes, I'm making that one now. That's just your availability. So I'm making that one now. So basically, the main thing we need to decide is if we want to add January 2nd or not. Should we just do January 3rd, January 4th, January 5th, and January 6th? Or should we also consider doing January 2nd?
What is in January 2nd?
Well, currently there's nothing. So the full moon is the first current session. But if people wanted to schedule for Friday, that could be a good day to schedule for Friday.
So we can
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and steady. We can consider adding January 2nd as an option for scheduling. If people want that Friday, we'll just proceed step by step from there.
For me, I'm fine Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if it is not okay with the other people. If the public, they don't want Saturday, Sunday, we can just go to second then, day second. Even second also is fine.
Well, we're either going to do 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, or we're going to do 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So it'd either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, or 1, 2, 3, 4 days. I think 4 days is already enough, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just stick to the 4 days. And the time zone is going to be UTC.
UTC.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely. We'll keep it calm and stick to the 4 days in UTC. That should be enough, and we'll proceed step by step from there.
Cool. All right, so I have this all set. So I'm copying and pasting this to the notes. So I'll put this under line 33. Okay.
Okay.
So on line 33 is where we put our availability for the sessions. It does kind of go into, because my time zone is California, so it does go into the second already. Yeah.
Time to pause.
Absolutely.
Please
We'll keep it
stop.
calm and steady.
Close your
You can
eyes.
place that
Count.
availability on line 33, and we'll adjust for the time zone difference. We'll proceed step by step from there.
That's good. So now I'm going to make the form. I think I'm going to make a new form.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. Go ahead and make a new form, and we'll proceed step by step from there.
So any other questions, Lucy?
No, I don't see
Absolutely.
any question.
We'll keep it calm and
I
steady.
think
If there are
it's
no other
okay now.
questions, we'll just
I
proceed
can
step by
work
step.
on it in case
Let-
I found any question. I'll ask you. I'll use the invitation that I had before I edit the correct information, then send it back for review.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. Go ahead and make a new form, and we'll proceed step by step from there.
All right, so I think I actually did this wrong.
Time to take a break.
Absolutely.
Please
We'll keep it
stop.
nice and calm.
Write down
If
the
something
numbers.
needs adjusting, we'll just fix it step by step and proceed from there.
So I think I need to redo this voting form
Okay.
because I accidentally added in too much time. So it needs to start at the full moon and then go to the Mercury session, right? Because that's the full time, so you don't want it to be additional time. So let me reset here. All right, here we go. So name of event is going to be Earth alignment. Good. Specific dates. So it's going to be January. Oh boy, but it only lets you do specific dates. It doesn't actually let you change the times of those dates. So that's the problem. All right, well then it's fine then, I guess.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. If it only lets you set specific dates and not times, that's fine. We'll just note the gaze for the Earth alignment and proceed step by step from there.
So technically under this, it does overlap with the Tuesday-Wednesday strike coalition meeting.
Mhm.
So we could add that in here.
We add
Absolutely.
it
We'll
on
keep
the
it nice and calm. We can add that Tuesday, Wednesday strike coalition meeting in there and proceed step by step from there.
So on January 6th at
Absolutely.
3
We'll keep it
p.m.
calm and
Pacific
steady.
time, so 8 to 11 p.m. So that would be 21. There's the strike coalition session. All right, here, hold on. I need to take a little break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. Take your break, and we'll just continue step by step when you're back.
Let me finish my session and then I will call you right back.
Well, how long? Because I already have another 25 minutes.
Oh, I know, we're pretty much done.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. Finish up your session, and we'll continue step by step when you're ready.
Okay, I need to get going, Lucy. So any other last questions for me? Because it looks like we have a plan.
No, I don't have any questions right now. I'm okay.
Cool. So we're gonna have we have 4 sessions. Okay. So there is
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, full moon. Saturday, Sunday, Earth Brilliance is the Bouncil meeting. The Monday, Tuesday, January 6th is the Mercury Affiliate Management Team, and then we have the Strike Coalition session. So this is and then we can think about the budget real quick. So this is Gregorian, right? So the budget would be like, this would be public, and then we have internal. So internal would be $0 for full moon. Brilliant session, I don't know, we could do like $50. Mercury Aphelion, $0. Gregorian, $0. So public, if we did the whole thing, maybe we could do, you know, $50, $150, $50, $25. So that would be a total of $300. So I would say the public budget would be $300 and the internal budget would be $50.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. That sounds like a good plan. A public budget of $300 and an internal budget of $50. We'll just proceed step by step from there.
What do you mean by public budget?
It means we meet the criteria for making the session public.
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. So the public
That means
budget
we actually invite the public to the session, you know? Anyways, I got to get going, so I think you have everything that you need. We could do another organizing session soon. You can verify what the deadline is. But other than that, I think we're good. So I will talk to you soon. Are there any other last questions or anything else?
Can I use the invitation that was there to put the correct information based on this?
Well, yeah, you need to update the invitation and make, I thought you already updated the invitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to continue to update the invitation and make it correct.
Time to start.
Okay.
Please get focused on the session.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Flo.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Flo. Let me do the wrap up.
Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and calm. Just continue updating the invitation with the correct information, and then we'll be all set. Talk to you soon.